No, 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 no. Stop there.
Jeez.
You should stop there. Traffic lights, yeah? Oh, no, 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 no. We've got a vehicle right here. Hi guys, and welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Salmon and I'm a driving instructor. Now today's video is an interesting one. We're going to be going over the top 10 reasons why people fail their driving test in Great Britain. Now this is an up-to-date list. This came out in September 2024, so I'm going to be going over each of the faults 1 through to 10 and giving you guys examples and how to avoid these faults. So before we get into this video, if you enjoy watching my content, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what you enjoyed about this video, what you learned from today's video. Subscribe if you're new, select the bell icon, and I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing, and for all your continued support. I appreciate you guys very, very much. So let's get straight into today's video. So the number one reason why a lot of people fail their driving test is junctions observation. I have mentioned this time and time again. This is to do with how you move out onto a new road, which could be a T-junction, a mini roundabout, or even a big roundabout. So that meant that as you moved onto the new road, you've caused other vehicles to have to brake for you or step off the accelerator. So you want to make sure every time there's a junction approaching, you approach at a reasonable speed, you look, assess, decide, and act. And in the time that you're looking, if you feel like you can't see, then you want to make sure you slow right down and stop, select first gear and look again. Now T-junctions, we look right, left, right at least once before you make that decision. And in the time that you look, if you've got parked vehicles blocking your view, you want to look again and continue to slowly edge forward, making sure you only commit when you know the road is clear. So you don't want to move out in front of traffic. Same thing when it comes to roundabouts. Make sure that you're giving priority to traffic approaching from your right. Whether it's a mini or a big roundabout, you want to make sure you're looking everywhere and not moving out in front of traffic. And here's some examples of this. Car right there. Yeah? Car right there. Yeah? Stop there.
Jeez. Who's coming fast?
Stop there.
Jeez. Who's coming fast?
Just wait a second.
I was already in the middle of the round.
It's okay. We've got to wait for these guys. Don't go over that line.
Okay.
It's a dual carriageway, okay?
Yeah.
Here we're crossing a main road where Alex does not look towards the left and we can't see the junction towards the left, so he gets a serious fault for this. Oh, stop that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, stop that.
Oh, sorry.
Now the second thing at the top of the list is use of mirrors change direction. So this would be when you're trying to switch lanes on a dual carriageway or in a roundabout. And normally the reason why people fail for this is because they don't actually check their mirrors, or when they check their mirrors, they're not actually acting on what they see. So you want to make sure when you're switching lanes, you're checking your mirrors carefully and you know where the vehicle is, and the vehicle does not have to slow down for you or have to swerve for you. So when it comes to switching lanes, you always check your interior mirror and then the mirror in the direction you're going. So if you're turning into the right hand lane, you would check top and right a few times before you make that decision. And whoever's on your right, if you can see them in your interior mirror and they're not gaining on you and they're at that position, then you can switch lanes. Whereas if you can't see them in your interior mirror but you can see them fully on your right, that means they're quite close to you and you don't want to be switching lanes at that point. So make sure you're always checking your mirrors when you're switching lanes and you're not causing other vehicles to have to slow down for you. Here's some examples of this. So it's the third exit, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not the exit, that's the second. Just stay in this lane right here. Saad goes into the right-hand lane and unfortunately gets a dangerous fault as there is a large vehicle on the left-hand lane trying to take the exit. No, 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 no. We've got a vehicle right here. Yeah? No, 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 no. We've got a vehicle right here. Yeah?
But wasn't it supposed to go that in late because it was in
No,
that lane?
you can go straight from the left lane.
Okay.
The lorry's right here. Drive normally in this lane, okay? So number 3 on the list is moving off safety. This is to do with how you're checking towards the road before you move in. So you want to make sure that whoever's approaching, you do not cause them to have to brake for you or step off the accelerator. So you can start to see a pattern here with all of the faults. As you're moving into the road or changing direction, you do not want to cause others to have to slow down for you. So with moving off, you generally do what's called a 6-point check, which starts from the pavement and you check over towards the road. But the main checks are always over towards the road. And what I've noticed with this fault is a lot of the times people are simply forgetting the right blind spot as they think that the mirror is covering that section. But actually right now I have a vehicle parked over on my right and I cannot see it in that mirror. So that orange car, I can see a glimpse of it in the corner of my eyes and I know you guys can see it, but I have no idea of what's happening at the front of that car because I can't see it in the mirror unless I turn around like this. So when you're moving into the road, you want to make sure you're doing a final check over towards the right before you move into the road, as this area is not covered in the mirror. And here are some examples of moving off safety. Okay, drive off whenever you're ready. So number 4 on the list is junctions turning right. This is to do with how you're positioning before you're making a right turn. So if you're on a main road and you're going to be making a right turn, you would always want to position next to the center line, continue in this path, and then turn right when you get to your point of turn. But if you position over towards the left and then try and make the turn from that position, that can be very confusing for vehicles behind you because you're positioned on the left hand side of the road but your signal's right. So always position in the direction you're going. Another example of this could be if you were turning right on a roundabout and now there are 2 lanes going straight and you started in the left one going straight, and as you went round you've now cut across somebody else's path to make that turn. So when you know you're making a right turn, make sure to position correctly for that turn. So number 5 on the list is response to signs, traffic lights. This is to do with how you're responding to traffic lights on the lead up, as you're waiting, or generally when they change. Now, let's suppose we are approaching a traffic light that's been green for a while. You always want to step off the accelerator in case it changes. Now, as it starts changing, if you've got enough time to stop, you simply stop. But if you took your foot off the accelerator and now you've gone too close to the traffic light and it starts changing, it's not safe to stop at that point, so you would continue. Now, the examiner is going to be observing how you're approaching that traffic light. So if they see that you have stepped off the accelerator and you've given yourself that little bit of time and you simply didn't have time to stop, they would expect you to continue through. Now, if you're approaching that traffic light but you never stepped off the accelerator and now suddenly they start changing, you're in a bit of hot water. So you want to make sure that you've always given yourself that little bit of time to react in case they change. Response to traffic lights could be as simple as not responding to a red light or not even responding to a green light. So you want to make sure you're always observing traffic lights and reacting accordingly. And here are some examples of response to signs like traffic lights. Stop here. Stop here. It's a red light.
Oh, I didn't see the red light.
We can go now. You should stop there. Traffic lights, yeah?
Sorry.
You should stop there. Traffic lights, yeah?
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Didn't want to go into the junction there. Mafus does start braking as if he's going to stop, but then continues through. He gets marked down serious for this. So number 6 on the list is control steering, which is to do with how you're steering, whether you're making a left or a right turn. This could be oversteering or understeering. So you always want to make sure you're keeping your eyes on the road and steering accordingly. Now, steering with one hand is fine because there's a lot of debate about this, but if you're steering with one hand or you're using that palming technique and your hand slips off the wheel, that will give you a serious fault. This is why it's always a good idea to use both hands to feed the steering wheel, use that pull and push technique. If your hands cross over the top of the wheel, that's completely fine as long as you have got full control over the wheel. So always keep your eyes on the road and simply let your hands follow your eyes. You don't want to be looking at the steering wheel, and use both hands for better control. Now here are some examples of this. As we go left at this T-junction, Hannah gets a dangerous fault for control and steering. She ends up going over the pavement on the left-hand side with her front and back left tyres. The lorry on the right-hand side was giving her way, but she needed to move forward out of the junction and then slowly start to steer left. So when we go up there, we're just going to turn left, okay? We're going to crash into that car, but you went fully on the pavement there, okay? Just wait. Just continue now, slowly. If you could pull over and park up on the left anywhere safe, just on the road, not on the pavement, okay?
There?
Yeah.
Sure?
Not on the pavement.
Here. There?
Yeah.
Sure?
Not on the pavement.
Here. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
So So number 7 on the list is response to signs, traffic signs. This would be if there was a clear sign on the side of the road which tells you what lane's going where and you've gone against the sign. So let's say we're approaching and there's a sign saying that the left lane is going left and the right lane is going straight. So on approach to this, if you were going straight ahead but you went into the left hand lane, and now as you've gone forward you might even get a road marking on the floor saying left only, but as you've gone forward you've gone against the road marking and you've gone ahead from the left only lane, then you're going to get marked down with response to signs, traffic signs, because you're going against the traffic signs. So always make sure when you're driving you are scanning the road for signs and road markings, and usually when there's a sign there'll be road markings shortly after, but if you go against that you will be marked down for traffic signs. And here's some examples of this. No. Let me just help you with this. Sorry. Release your pedals.
Okay.
Completely.
Okay.
Sorry. Because we turned into it very late there. Alright, back to you.
Okay.
No. Let me just help you with this. Sorry. So number 8 on the list is response to signs, road markings. So this would be if you have gone against the road markings. So let's imagine you're driving and there are 2 lanes in front of you. The left hand lane is marked for left only and the right hand lane is marked to go straight ahead. Now in your driving test, if your examiner doesn't say anything, they're expecting you to go straight ahead. So in this case, you would be expected to move into the right hand lane and continue ahead. Now, let's say you stayed in the left-hand lane and you went forward. At this point, if you were to ask your examiner, oh, which way am I going? They're going to give you this response: do what you think is safe. That simply means go wherever that lane takes you. At this point, if you choose to go against the road marking, you will get a serious fault with response to road markings. Because you've tried to go straight from that lane, you will be marked down. But if you went and made that left turn and simply went the wrong way, that will not be marked down as a fault. So remember guys, going the wrong way is completely okay. The examiner will redirect you when it's safe to do so. But if you go against road signs or road markings, you will be marked down. So just go the wrong way, but safely.
Sit in the box? No. You can beep at me, but I'm not going to sit in a box.
Are we not allowed to go in the yellow box?
I don't think we're allowed to stop in it. Some of them have cameras on them. I know that I've been done by a few. Oh, that's genuinely that's a new one to me.
Sound right?
Okay.
We're allowed to go in the yellow box.
Oh.
Is it okay if I just go left though? Or I still want to go straight ahead?
Whatever you think is safe.
Okay. Just go ahead.
Oh, chairs, man. Chairs, wrong lane. Can I go that way? Is it possible?
Whatever you think is safe.
I don't want to go back around this roundabout. I don't want to go back around this roundabout. Oh, it's done. I have to go around. I'm sorry, I apologise.
Yeah, I think I know the result of the test.
So number 9 on the list is position normal driving. This could be two things. This could be if you were driving in the overtaking lane when you're not overtaking. So let's say you're driving along and there are 3 lanes and they're all going the same way. Now, if you are driving in the left-hand lane, that is the normal driving lane. The middle lane is the overtaking lane, and the right lane is also the overtaking lane. If somebody is driving slow in this left-hand lane and you've decided you want to overtake them, you can move over into the middle lane, overtake them, and then move back into the left-hand lane when it's safe. But if you move into that middle lane and now you've overtaken the vehicle, but you just continue driving in that middle lane and you're not overtaking, but you're just driving in that lane, you will get a serious fault for driving in that lane, because that's not the normal driving position. So you want to make sure you're always driving in the left lane unless you're overtaking. So at number 10, we have use of speed, which basically means you're driving too fast, but that doesn't necessarily mean you went over the speed limit. Yes, going over the speed limit is definitely going to be a serious fault, but you want to make sure you're looking at the road and you know what the speed limit is, and then you're also looking at the number of hazards and what's going on and thinking about what's an actual safe speed you can drive at. So let me give you an example. If you're driving along on a nice straight road, no parked cars, street lamps, you know it's a 30 miles per hour road. Now on this road, if there are no parked cars, no hazards, nothing going on, you can safely drive at 30. But on that same road, if we scatter a few parked cars, a few pedestrians, 30 miles per hour would now be too fast. So always make sure you're driving according to the traffic and road condition. So on this road with lots of parked cars, you may only feel safe driving at 15, 20, it depends on how wide the road is. So always look at the road and figure out what the speed limit is, and then think what is a safe speed you can drive at. And here are some examples of use of speed. Take the turn slower. You're going into that too fast.
Take the turn slower.
Turn the other way. Alright, I helped you out there a little bit, okay?
Why? Was I going too fast?
Yeah. Turn the other way. Alright, I helped you out there a little bit, okay?
Why? Was I going too fast?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a 20 road, yeah? Now remember guys, these are the top 10 reasons why people fail their driving test, but there are others, but these are the most common. Just make sure every time you're driving, you are driving safely. When it comes to your driving test, everything comes back to safety. Now I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, don't forget to give it if you have enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you learned from today's video, subscribe if you're new, select the bell icon so that you get a notification every time that I'm uploading, and thank you guys for all your love and all your support.